Hello, so today's video is a competitive match that I played on Junkertown, and I wanted to upload this game for a few different reasons. The first is I always like to try to look back on my games and see what I did good, see what I did bad, whether the game was a win or a loss. In this instance, this game was a loss, but following that is the second reason. Even though our team lost, we didn't have anyone complaining or blaming anyone or saying like, oh, if we didn't have this person doing this, we would have won. And it's like, even if everyone on your team is doing good, you'll still always have those people that will try to blame someone. Like, even if there's, like, not, because normally people are like, oh, we had too many DPS. Like, obviously, yes. If you have 3 DPS, 1 healer, your team is at a big disadvantage against a team that has 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 2 DPS. But like, even if that's not the case, you'll still have people complaining. You could have a perfect team comp going according to the meta. You could be running goats or something like that, and you'll still have those people that will complain and be like, oh, well, our Mercy was not pocketing me, blah blah blah, or something like that. So even though voice chat is really important in games, it can be really draining if you're constantly in games where the voice chat is just filled with stuff like that. So I wanted to upload this game because we had a few people in voice chat, and they weren't complaining about anything about our team, even though at the end we lost. And the whole game, for both attack and defense, our DPS was Widow and Genji. And we did have a different person playing Widow for attack and a different person playing Widow on defense. But we still had Widow and Genji as DPS. So yeah, I just wanted to upload this because I thought it was a good game to learn from, and it was nice playing with people that weren't super angry or upset or nitpicky about every little thing in the game. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Oh yeah, and I just want to add, I'll pop in a few times during the video to explain certain things, because I think there might be things that maybe you're wondering what I'm doing, or things that I want to point out that I did bad. So right now, whenever I play Mercy on defense for Junkertown, and especially if we have an Orisa or Ryan setup like this, I always like to crouch right here behind this wall, because that way, like, if you're just standing regular, you can still get hit, but if you're crouching, it's a lot harder for someone to try to hit you, and it just gives you more protection. Of course, as Mercy with your beam, that's an easy giveaway of your position, but that's just something I always like to do at the beginning of defending on Junkertown when I'm Mercy like this. So I just wanted to explain that if you thought it was weird that I was crouching. He was still on the right side. So right here I popped out because I saw the Widow was straight ahead trying to get our Orisa, and she did. So then I had to wait for her to move so I could res the Orisa because I didn't want to be in her line of sight. I see that the Bastion, D.Va, and someone else is straight ahead. I needed to go heal our Genji real quick, but that put me in line of the Bastion, so I was trying to hide by this wall, but then the Reinhardt came and found me. So that position was very iffy, but I just really wanted to try to get our Genji because he was doing really good.
Team up for special attack.
So I was just damage boosting the Widow, hoping she could get the Bastion, but then I hear a Genji ulting, so I decided to drop down. I normally would not go with the DPS when they're going this deep, especially if they're ulting, but I really knew if our Genji could get this ult to pop off like he did, that it would give us a huge advantage since we have the high ground right outside of their spawn. Holding on the second point like this could be really advantage for our team. So I was like, okay, I'll go with the Genji. And we were holding them for a pretty good while, but our Genji and Orisa got a little too hasty and pushed up. So then me and Widow were kind of stuck, and Widow got picked off by the enemy Widow, and I was kind of left stranded. And once again, the Rhine got me, then our Moira gets picked off, and the monkey tried to help the Moira, but he gets picked off too.
I must go where I'm...
So right here I moved to the left because I was anticipating the Rhine was going to shatter, and I also wanted to try to get in the middle in case I could res our Widow. But then the Bastion ulted and then the D.Va ult got me, so I just could not win right there. There was no way I could have survived that. Okay, we'll just regroup and we can use Supercharger and Dragon Blade.
Enemies found. Preparing to engage.
Let's get you back out.
Team up for special attack.
Widow's on left side, watch out.
Heroes never die. Your support has arrived. Where does it hurt?
So the Ana Nano boosting the Rhine is a dead giveaway that he had Shatter, so that's why I called it. But I called it a second too late. But either way, our team was able to get the upper hand and deal with it, so it worked out fine. But I definitely could have called the Shatter a little bit earlier.
Where does it hurt?
So this position wasn't super good, and I had to back out to get away from the D.Va bomb, and then I ulted to get away from Reinhardt, because I had a feeling if I stayed down there, he would have just charged at me and chased me down. I actually completely forgot they had a Bastion, and I was just kind of flying in the air right above them, so then I had to kind of position myself more backwards. But unfortunately, the Reinhardt went through the tunnel and flanked us. Now this part, I have absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was just so upset about the Bastion. I just really wanted to go try to get him myself, and I just completely abandoned my team. If I had stayed with my team, I would have been able to keep our Zarya and our Moira alive longer, and with Zarya, Moira, Orisa, and me together, we probably would have been able to hold that defense a little bit longer around the corner. So that was completely my fault. I just totally zoned out and wanted to DPS that Bastion, forgetting my role as a healer. Like, I just completely zoned in on that Bastion and was just like, I need to get him now. Even though he's getting pocketed by the Ana super hard, I just thought for some reason I could take him. Anyway, so now we're on attack and I'm playing Moira. The person that was just waving at me that's Widowmaker, they were the person playing Moira when we were doing defense. So I don't remember who was the person playing Widowmaker last time. I think they might be the person that's Roadhog, or I don't know. He was almost out of mech.
This is my will. I'm restoring.
We don't really have any hit scan for the Pharah. So I ulted right here because I was anticipating people going through the tunnel, and I didn't notice that the Pharah got killed by our Genji, so I was going to try to get her with that. And I also didn't want my teammates to get killed off by the turrets, because I know how oftentimes people will just ignore the turrets and let it slowly kill away your healers and stuff, so I just wanted to double check. But that was a pretty much waste of my ult. Luckily I'm Moira, so I can get it back really fast. And then right here, I was going to try to kill the Bastion, and I thought that I was good since I was next to our ulting Zen, but that Bastion really got in our face and killed off me and our Widow, and then our
right side,
Winston was too far out.
Surrender to my will.
My ultimate behind me. No one can hide from my sight.
The payload moves with certainty.
He's ulting down in the tunnel. Watch out, Reapers.
Yeah, that's like.
Well, Reaper got me.
That changes my thinking.
Lucio coming at you.
Why stop? This will restore you.
Group up with me. Join me. Group up.
I'm under attack. Surrender to my will. This will prove your
Uh-oh, he got nanoed.
is approaching its destination. Get behind the barrier. That changes my thinking.
We're still.
Group up with me. There's no glory in a soul's payload.
I will rebuild you.
Genji use deflect. Reaper's on top, Genji. He's one. Nice pick on the Bastion. He was out of mech. Lucio's half. Bastion's back. He hasn't set up yet though. Bastion's on the left side. Y'all get out of the tunnel. They have a Mei now.
That changes my thinking.
Supercharger is ready to be
The
deployed.
payload has been stopped. We must get it moving again.
Bastion set up straight ahead. Watch out. Reaper must have ult. He's on the left side high ground. Oh man, that was... That was really good, Genji.
I must reflect upon this.
Sorry I wasn't here, by the way. I was trying to chat something to
Get into position for special attack. Your power is mine. Hey. Tell me how this
Oh, it was a good try, guys. Alright, clearly got the better. Good luck.
Play of the game.
Yujin no ken wo kurai!